It's time now for Fantasy Football Today for CBS Local Sports. I'm Jamey Eisenberg. That's Dave Richard. That's Heath Cummings. We're giving you starts and sits for week number 4 at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. It's Daniel Jones time.
It is his time for the Giants, and it's his time for fantasy managers as well. The Redskins are the opponent this week, and we talk about setups all the time. You can't get a better setup than this for Daniel Jones. Washington played on Monday night. Now they're on the road in week number 4. They've allowed 3 passing touchdowns in every single game that they've played in. Their top 5 defensive backs have given up almost 200 yards after the catch through 3 weeks, and Daniel Jones is willing to run. On top of that, he is a top 12 fantasy quarterback. He's going to be a good one in week number 4.
Oh, he's not top 12. He's top 10, baby. Let's go, Daniel Jones. Start him over this guy, though, right, Heath?
Absolutely start him over Baker Mayfield. That has not been his time at all. Something's just not quite right with the Cleveland Browns. It may be Freddie Kitchens trying to be a head coach and an offensive coordinator. It may be the scheme. It may be Baker Mayfield. It's definitely the offensive line. Whatever it is, you cannot start him at Baltimore this week.
It's the all-Giants show. We're starting Daniel Jones. We're starting the new running back for the Giants.
You're starting Wayne Goldman. I'm not going to make great proclamations about how talented Goldman is, but the situation. In a game with an over-under hovering around 50, he's going to see 15-plus touches against a bad defense. He will get into the end zone, should have 75-plus yards. He's a number 2 running back this week.
And the reason we're starting Wayne Goldman is because of the unfortunate situation of Saquon Barkley being out with that ankle injury. Patriots got a crowded backfield, Dave. Which one are we avoiding?
Yeah, this is a bad situation for Sony Michel, who last week, without James White playing, had a season-low 22% snap share. He just doesn't look as explosive as he did last year. Rex Burkhead looks like he's a better fit for this offense than Sony Michel is at this time. And Buffalo is more vulnerable against pass-catching running backs than they are traditional, typical-type running backs. I would be stunned if Sony Michel had 12 touches against the Bills.
Yep, it's hard to trust Sony Michel, especially with James Devlin now out there. Fullback could be hard for him to even stay on the field, depending on what the Patriots want to do. So Tyreek Hill's been off the field. Sammy Watkins been missing in action the last couple of weeks, but the Chiefs have a pair of wide receivers that have been doing some damage. One of them is right here.
I like both Demarcus Robinson and McCole Hardman, but I think Robinson's a little bit safer. This Lions secondary that he'll see in week number 4 could be without Darius Slay. The Lions' pass rush isn't strong. You know what that means. Patrick Mahomes is going to have time to throw. In 2 games without Tyreek Hill, Demarcus Robinson has caught 9 of 10 targets for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. Enough said. Start him.
If anybody has seen Stefon Diggs, let us know, because he's been missing from a production standpoint. And Heath, you're not even ranking him.
Not even ranking
number 4.
Stefon Diggs this week. He has 12 targets on the season, 6 catches. He's yet to crack 50 yards in a game. They're averaging 21 pass attempts per game. And oh yeah, they get the Chicago Bears this week. No thank you.
It's going to be tough to trust Stefon Diggs, but here's who you can trust. Start Daniel Jones, Wayne Goldman, and Demarcus Robinson. Sit Baker Mayfield, Sony Michel, and the aforementioned Stefon Diggs. For Heath Cummings, Dave Richard, I'm Jamey Eisenberg. This has been Fantasy Football Today for CBS Local Sports. Good luck in week number 4.